What is up, everybody? We are back here at King Film Sports for the start of the 2022 NFL season. Yesterday, we had the schedule release for this season, so it's only right that we do some way too early betting locks and plays for week 1 of the 2022 NFL season. So let's get into it here. First, we got Bills at Rams. Obviously, the Rams won last season's Super Bowl, so they will be having their ring ceremony before this one, but they will be playing the Super Bowl favorite for this year, Buffalo Bills, in this one. And strictly because of the value, I'm going to be taking the Bills at plus 100, even money on the money line here. I think that the Rams are due for a little bit of a hangover to start off the season. This happens a lot of times, a Super Bowl hangover, and then you have that juxtaposed with the Bills, who had a phenomenal season last year, should have made it to the AFC title game if it weren't for a coin toss that didn't go their way against the Chiefs in the divisional round. So I think the Bills are a stellar team. I think they're very hungry. Josh Allen has a lot to prove here, so I think he gets it done with the Bills, and the Bills get the upset victory in Week 1 against the Rams. Next game, we got the Browns at the Panthers, and I really just do not understand the line in this game, so give me the Panthers plus 4.5 at home in Week 1. I know the Browns probably have a better roster, and I know they have the better quarterback in Deshaun Watson, just acquired him this offseason, but I'm going to tell you right now, I do not think he will be playing in this game. So you will likely be having Jacoby Brissett starting this game, or maybe Baker Mayfield if he can salvage the starting spot, although I don't really see that. I see Deshaun Watson getting suspended for this one and maybe a few others. So give me the Panthers at home plus 4.5. I'm not too confident in it, so I won't take the money line because I don't really love this Panthers team, to be frank, especially with Sam Darnold as their starting quarterback. But I will take the value in the Panthers at home plus the 4.5 there. Next game, we got the Lions hosting the Eagles, and I'm going to take Detroit money line plus 170. And I know a lot of people are going to be shocked because of this play, but I just really don't see that the Eagles are that great of a team, even that much better than this Detroit Lions team. I think this Lions team is going to surprise a few people this season, and I think they're going to come out of the gates hot with Dan Campbell. And I think Jared Goff has a lot to prove this season, and I think he's, quite frankly, a little underrated. So I think this Lions team will fight hard. I think they had a great offseason. And I know the Eagles improved. They got A.J. Brown as well. But I just think that Jalen Hurts is not as much of a consistent starter as they need. So in this Week 1 opener, give me Detroit to pull off the upset at home. Next game, we got a divisional matchup between the Patriots and the Dolphins here. And I know the Dolphins swept the Patriots last season, given that the games were in Week 1 and Week 18. The Week 18 game really didn't matter much for the playoffs. And the Week 1 game was Mac Jones' first start, but you still have that. In this one, I'm taking the Patriots to win in Miami. I know historically they are not great in Miami, especially in September when it's going to be pretty warm down there. But I just love the value. Patriots at plus 140. And I think these two rosters stacked up against each other. I think I'm taking New England here. And I think Mac Jones is a better quarterback, although I don't love him. I think he's a lot better than Tua. Even though the Dolphins have Tyreek Hill, I just think Tua's limitations will hold this team back. And then I like Bill Belichick as the head coach over Mike McDaniel. This is going to be Mike McDaniel's first head coaching start in the NFL, so I just don't think that bodes well. It could go either way, but I just love the value with the Patriots at plus 140. Next game, I'm finally taking a favorite. Give me the Ravens minus 4 against the Jets. I was kind of scrolling through the lines, and I couldn't believe this number was only 4. I would imagine it being like 7 or 8. I know the Ravens had a tough end of last season, and a lot of people, as usual going into a season, are not sold on Lamar Jackson, but you don't have to be. I mean, this Jets defense is just not good yet. I know they had a phenomenal offseason, but they have a lot of young players, and there's nothing that you can do to prepare in the preseason and OTA's training camp for Lamar Jackson. I mean, a reminder that the Ravens were 8-3 to start out last season, the number 1 seed in the AFC before Lamar Jackson went down. So I think he's going to have a great week 1 against this Jets team that did get better in the offseason, but I still have Baltimore as the better team, so give me the Ravens minus the 4. Next game, we got the Chiefs at the Cardinals. This is a great one in week 1 here, and give me the Chiefs minus the 3 points. I know that there isn't a lot of value in this because the Chiefs are the road team. Going to the Cardinals, and I'm still having to lay 3 points, but really a field goal isn't too much when it's all said and done. It's near a money line bet. And in this one, I just think Patrick Mahomes is a little bit more consistent than Kyler Murray. And then you factor in that the Cardinals will be without DeAndre Hopkins because of his 6-game suspension for PEDs. I think that the Chiefs will put up a lot on offense. A lot of people are doubting Patrick Mahomes now that they won't have Tyreek Hill. So I think that Kansas City picked up a few weapons in the offseason that will help out Mahomes here. And I think the Chiefs defense will stifle the Cardinals offense just enough to win this game. So give me the Chiefs minus those 3 points there. Next game, we got an AFC West divisional matchup. Raiders at Chargers, rematch of what we had in Week 18, that Sunday Night Football Classic last year. We almost had a tie there. In this one, I'm taking the value in the Raiders plus 160 on the money line. I know the Chargers vastly improved, but so did the Raiders. I've always thought Derek Carr was a little underrated, and then you factor in that they have one of the best receivers in the game. I might make the argument that he is the best receiver in the game, Devontae Adams. So I think he's going to go crazy against this Chargers defense, who are vastly improved from last season. But give me the Raiders here in Josh McDaniels' head coaching debut. I think they beat the Chargers in LA. It's going to be a close game, but you just got to love the value at plus 160 there. Now we get into Sunday Night Football, Bucs at Cowboys, a rematch of the Week 1 game last year to kick off the NFL season. And in this one, I'm going to be taking the same result. Give me the Bucs to win. I'm going to take them minus the 2.5 here in Dallas. I just don't really know why this line is so short for this Bucs team. I think they are quite a bit better than the Cowboys. Tom Brady coming back for his final NFL season. I don't think he's going to drop this one in the first week. And the Cowboys, they have a lot of questions to answer. I just do not think Dak Prescott is on Tom Brady's level, and just quite simply, I do not think that this Cowboys roster is anywhere near Tampa Bay's. So give me the Bucs here, minus 2.5 in Jerry World on Sunday Night Football. And that gets us into the finale, the Russell Wilson revenge game or homecoming game, whatever you want to call it, in Seattle here on Monday Night Football. Broncos minus 3.5. Give me Denver here on the road. I think that Denver is being a little overrated coming into the season. I think they are going to have to work out some of the kinks because they did bring in a lot of pieces, and this has not been a great football team for the past few seasons. But still, I mean, this Seahawks team is one of the worst teams in the NFL. I think they're going to get dusted this season in the NFC West. Just no quarterback play. And I think Russell Wilson was really holding this team up for the last couple of seasons. Without him, I think they are next to nothing. Drew Lock against his former team. I think that the Denver defense is going to go crazy in that one. So I don't really know why this line is only 3.5. I think the Broncos will run the Seahawks out of their own building. So give me the Broncos minus 3.5 there. And with that being said, let me know which of the plays you guys agree with and tell me what plays you guys have in the comments down below. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.